Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with some more boxing talk, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. I hope you had a great day overall, man. Back at y'all with some more boxing talk for the second time of the day, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building so far. We got some things that we currently need to discuss that's going on in the boxing world. We're going to talk about Ryan Garcia going incognito ever since getting his ass whooped by Romero. Teofimo Lopez possibly being penalized by the WBO due to his racist remarks. And then we're going to get into some open boxing topics. You feel what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody that's in the building so far. Y'all can go ahead and hit the like button. That'll be very much appreciated. You see what I'm saying? Let's get the algorithm on the up so that people know that Mazuma TV is live. You feel what I'm saying? What's going on? What's going on? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Shout out to my boy Coffee Plant in the building. Shout out to my boy Justin Jackson. What up? My boy Coffee Plant said fire interview earlier, man. If y'all didn't check out that interview with Thomas Lamana, who will be facing Jamal Charlo May 31st, please go check it out, man. That was a great live. You feel what I'm saying? Had some great dialogue, man. I didn't know that Lamana, was that talkative. You feel what I'm saying? But it made for a great interview, so I appreciate him very much. And he didn't give me no trouble at all, no hassles, no runarounds. You feel what I mean? He accepted the interview right away, man. So I appreciate him for that. AJ86, what up? He said, "Why people saying you got checked?" He didn't check me at all, bro. Like, I really don't understand what motherfuckers talking about. Niggas just want to say anything to try to make it seem like somebody got one up on me or something. Cornflake said that, like, back in, like, January, February, he was watching a live, and he said that he had asked me why. He said that I had said that I didn't like Jamal Charlo fight for him. And at that point, I mean, I don't remember saying it, but I can remember feeling like I didn't like that fight for him. So he addressed that. I didn't back off the block or anything like that. But I said I didn't remember it because I've done multiple lives since then. But if it was a situation where I did say that, a lot of things that had changed to give Thomas Amana a better opportunity. This man, Jamal Charlo, out here drinking. He out here partying. He over here having issues with his family and in and out of jail and, all types of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, if you're going to catch Jamal Charlo slipping at any point in his career right now, it's right now. So, yeah, we didn't see the virtual press or anything like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what niggas talking about. Like, because if somebody, like in Philly, if somebody getting checked, that means, like, they really, like, getting pressed and, that might break into a fight and all types of shit. If that was a check, that was the most friendly check that I've ever experienced in my whole life. You feel me? But it is what it is. Niggas just be saying anything to run with. You know what I mean? But J Cash, what up? Jordan Smith, what up? We about to get into these conversations, y'all. I had made the live pretty late. So I'm not really expecting too many people to come in, right away at this point in time. But what we talking about first, man? What the nation want to talk about? What we talking about first? Because we going to coast today. I ain't going to lie to you. We coasting today. What we talking about today? Well, what's the first thing we talking about? I told y'all the topics. What we talking about first? Y'all want to go on? Yeah, y'all want to talk about Ryan Garcia real fast? My man PYP Boxing and 3 Lions say what's up. We're here at OTX. Salute the PYP Boxing. Salute the 503 Line, man. I appreciate y'all coming through and showing love. Justin Jackson said, niggas think when someone has a disagreement means being checked. we didn't necessarily have a disagreement. He just said that, like, he had heard what I said, and he pretty much wanted to know why I thought that. But initially, you know, my first reaction was because I remember having a live where I was talking about like, yo, like this motherfucker Jamal Charlo cherry picking Thomas Lamana, like all these big fights that he could have, but he fighting Thomas Lamana. And I even came at Caleb Plant for fighting Resendiz. Nobody want to see this shit. That's a fact. We would rather see Jamal Charlo and Caleb Plant fight each other. Am I right or am I right? You feel me? So I remember saying that. So I had responded right away, and I was like, I didn't like the fight for Jamal. I did not like it for you. You feel me? Like, I expect you to take the challenge. I expect you to take that opportunity. I expect you to take that money because you beating Jamal could catapult you to the next level. You feel me? Like, it's really that simple. But, you know what I mean? Niggas just be saying whatever. It was a great interview. Shout out to Tom for coming through and showing love to the channel. You feel what I'm saying? Because, you know, a lot of fighters, they give you the run around and, you know what I mean? They really not their own boss, so they be trying to have you reach out to promoters and, you know, all types of bullshit, bro. Like, just to get, bro, y'all wouldn't even understand how hard it was to get certain interviews. Like, I had this one up-and-coming prospect that everybody knows locked in for an interview on multiple occasions. Me and him spoke directly. He was like, yeah. And then he'll just no-show on multiple times, just no-show. You feel me? And then there's an up-and-coming contender that done fought guys that we talk about on the regular and shit like that. Had that interview locked in. Then I had to reach out to a promoter, and the promoter's telling me, bro, why the fuck do I gotta talk to a promoter to get an interview with a fighter? Why do I gotta do that? Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, why is it so hard? Why do y'all make shit so fucking difficult, bro? Like, if I want to talk to fighter A, why the fuck do I gotta talk to a promoter and get that consent from the promoter in order to talk to the fighter? What type of shit is that? Do they not have any type? Like, they don't have no freedom on who the fuck they can converse with on the internet? Like, it's super weird, bro. So I appreciate Thomas Lamana. He responded in a timely fashion, hella professional. You know what I'm saying? And since I've known him these past few years that I've known him, he's always been good people. Always been good people. You feel me? So salute to him. All right, Mark Anthony, I appreciate you, brother. So let's get into these topics, man. We got 15 people in the building. If we get 15 likes, that'd be very much appreciated. I only see like 8 likes on the channel right now. We need at least 15. We got 15 people. We need at least 15. You feel me? But Ryan Garcia, man. Ryan Garcia, unless you've been living under a rock or whatever the case is, man. Oh, yeah, let me say this real quick. When I made that video and I was talking about like anybody that's still supporting Teofimo Lopez, like if they still continue to support them, they are no longer welcome on the channel. That's a real thing. You feel me? Like, that wasn't a joke. That wasn't me being in my feelings. Nothing like that. You know, it was never cool to make these derogatory remarks or anything like that. You feel what I'm saying? But, you know, this shit is unacceptable. You feel me? So if y'all with the people how y'all claim to be, if y'all know what's right from wrong, yet y'all still choose to support the man who is an open racist, you not a friend of mine. Because you can sit here and talk about how disappointed you are all you want. You can sit around and talk about how you don't give a fuck about that you don't like what he's saying and stuff like that. But then it's like you playing both sides of the fence, because in one area you talking about you don't fuck with what he's saying and how, you know, you don't support what he's doing. Then you end off with saying, oh, well, I'm gonna still support Teofimo. You know, I'm still rooting for him. Bro, that you playing both sides of the fence, and that's fake shit to me. You feel me? And if you got trouble picking sides, then I'll pick the side for you, and you can just stay the fuck over there. You feel me? So That shit goes to anybody. I don't give a fuck if you've been on the channel multiple times. I don't give a fuck if we cool, we follow each other on social media. This ain't a warning. This is real shit, bro. Like, this is like a real thing that I'm saying. I could give a fuck. It could be 8 years down the line. I stand on this shit. You feel me? Tio could go on to do some all-time great shit. I will never support him again. And that's just what it is. You feel me? So I just wanted to make that clear before we get into this Ryan Garcia conversation. I don't fuck with Tio. He's a full-blown racist, talented individual, but will never, ever receive my support again. $1 of mine will never go his way. And that's just what it is. And whoever supports Teofimo Lopez and acting like what he said didn't matter. And, you know, I got people in my comments talking about, oh, man, cry about it, man. You ain't going to do nothing about it. Pussy, you wouldn't say that to my face. I guarantee you wouldn't say that to my face. You feel me? Like, y'all niggas not doing nothing either. Y'all doing the same shit I'm doing. You on the internet talking. So what the fuck make you feel like you so macho to tell me I ain't going to do shit? Nigga, I show my face. I promise you, if you was to tell me that I wouldn't do nothing to my face, you would change your opinion really quick, bro. And this not even no tough shit, bro. Like, I'm sick of these internet niggas be coming on here, be popping shit, be acting like these niggas can't be touched and all this crazy shit. Y'all so cool with disrespecting niggas on the internet, but the moment that nigga from the internet is face to face with you, all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, there's a da and all this pussy shit. Probably wouldn't even look my fucking way if you see me. You feel me? So fuck all this shit on the internet, bro. If y'all on some shit where it's like, oh, we still rock with Tio, fuck you. Y'all can make that the thumbnail right here. Fuck you. And it's really that simple. Anyways, Ryan Garcia. Has anybody heard from Ryan Garcia? That's what I wanted to talk about. That's exactly what I wanted to talk about. Ryan Garcia, man. So in case you don't tune in case you live under a rock or you just don't keep up with the sport of boxing, Ryan Garcia, the most overhyped fighter of this era, gets absolutely dominated by Rolly Romero. Absolutely dominated, beat by a jab by Rolly Romero. Got put on his ass in the second round. You know what I'm saying? After testing positive for performance enhancement drugs, he comes back into the mix off of a year ban and looks like absolute horse shit. You know what I'm saying? The physique looked different. The speed looked different. The intensity looked different. The aggressiveness looked different. You know what I'm saying? The confidence looked different. You feel what I'm saying? And he laid an absolute egg in front of the people. That's what That's what Ryan Garcia did in front of this whole, in front of the world. You feel what I'm saying? Kirsten Butler says, I did not expect that performance from him at all. Oh, why not? Why not? Because if you follow the channel Mazuma TV, I told you what to expect. I done told y'all that Rolly Romero was going to upset Ryan Garcia. A supposed upset. I don't look at it as an upset because I never looked at Ryan Garcia as like this fucking upper echelon, elite level fighter. This is a man that has never won a world title and has only, he's been in two big fights in his whole career prior to Rolly Romero. He quit in one, and then he tested positive and cheated in another fight. So this man has no significant wins on his resume. Motherfuckers is attracted to him and all this other shit. That's the only good shit he got going. Marketing and quality and, good matchmaking. Good matchmaking by Golden Boy Promotions with a little bit of mixing up the social media marketing and all that. And you got Ryan Garcia. You feel what I'm saying? No notable wins whatsoever. Y'all, for those of y'all who are going to try to count the Devin Haney win, when y'all know that he blatantly cheated, you will be removed from the channel as well. I'm just letting y'all know that right now. We don't condone drug cheats. We don't stand for that PED bullshit, man. Usually I let my, when I was a little bit, less experienced with this channel, I used to let motherfuckers get their rocks off, let them talk. This ain't the win for that. This ain't the time for that. I'm sick of this shit. So it's either y'all motherfuckers gonna stand on cold, or y'all can just get the fucking stepping and go to a channel who condone on the fuckery because I ain't one of them. You feel me? But Ryan Garcia gets dominated, gets bullied by Rolly Romero. And I remember Ryan saying, "Yeah, man, he used to push me around and stuff like that, but I'm bigger than you now." I remember they had that face off. I'm bigger than you now. You think you're gonna get all physical with me? You gonna have another thing coming. What the fuck Rolly do? Put you on your ass and get physical with you. And it was punch you all upside your shit. And while you did nothing, you kept your hands in your pockets. Just hoping he ain't clip you. You feel me? Like, this is how trash Ryan Garcia is. For 12 rounds, he couldn't make an adjustment to who lifted his hand up to the top of his head and came in with a jab. That's all he did. That's all Rolly did. Rolly hit him. Rolly kept his right hand up high, came in with a jab, and countered Ryan Garcia's left hook with his left hook. That's all that happened. Boxing with 2-4. What up? He was unable to adjust to that circumstance right there. Nothing registered in his head was like, all right, let me start setting up my right hand. All right, let me double and triple up on my jab. Let me get active with the jab. All right, let me just keep him at bay and keep him behind the straight shots. Nothing. Look at this. Hit the like button. Why would anybody do that? This guy just bans everyone that says something he doesn't like. I just listened to this idiot for way too long. Ban me, please. Have fun with your 20 views. Okay, but you talk about niggas' views, but you wanted them. You contributed to it. So how stupid do you sound? You feel me? Any nigga that go around calling himself Poppy is somebody that don't deserve to be on this channel anyway. You're a faggot, bro. So it is what it is. If you stood for what was right in the sport of boxing, actually stood on some type of code, you would have a place at this channel. But just reading this comment right here, I already know that that you're okay with Teofimo Lopez saying what he's saying. I know you're okay with drug cheats in the sport of boxing. I know you're okay with racist rants. We stand for different things. You're a bitch. You call yourself a poppy. You're a faggot. You feel me? So you're not the type of person that need to be on this channel anyway. You feel me? Not even about to be doing this with everybody. You feel me? It's like it's either you with it or you not. Like, fuck is we talking about? Yeah, I'm going to enjoy my 20 viewers. You know why? Because that's 20 more viewers than you get, you fucking loser. Fuck out of here. Yeah, racism is real and stupid. I agree with you, Justin, 1,000%. You feel me? Okay. I got you, Coffee. I got you. So, since Ryan Garcia laid an egg in front of millions of people, you know what I'm saying? I'm having trouble finding the guy. Where is Ryan Garcia? Ryan Garcia, B. Brown, what up? Ryan Garcia just went completely MIA from this planet, and I'm trying to figure out, where is Ryan Garcia? Has he tweeted at all? Like what's going on with him? You feel me? Because you was out here, after you came out as a drug cheat and shit like that, you was on. You wanted everybody and their mom to believe that that you wasn't a drug cheat and there was this big conspiracy against you. You was so active on social media, talking about everything under the sun. But the moment that you truly get exposed for who you are, which is a C-level fighter at best, all of a sudden you crickets. When you've been this most outspoken person, you've been the most outspoken person out here, talking crazy about everybody. You was talking shit about Jaron Ennis. You talking shit about Terrence Crawford. You talking shit about, rematch of Gervonta Davis. You talking crazy about everybody under the sun, bro. You overlook Rolly Romero. You think that you think you such a good fighter that you just gonna walk through Rolly Romero and get the Devin Haney fight and prove to the people that the PEDs never played a part. Meanwhile, you get fried by Rolly Romero. You look like why? This is what I want to know, y'all. You had a focused camp. No drinking, because with Devin Haney, he was drinking, partying, smoking. You know what I'm saying? And you still had a shitty performance. The knockdown saved you in reality, but you decide to put all that away and give everybody a focused camp. Oh, you went back with Derrick James after Canelo and them ain't want to work with you. You know what I mean? You put work in, no drinking, no partying, no smoking. You made weight. It seemed like you did everything right. But with you doing everything right, you gave one of the most terrible performances of your career. Why? How do you do better not training than you do training? Coffee Place said him and Tank quiet together in a room after those performances. Right. Where's Ryan Garcia's biggest cheerleader, Gervonta Davis? Where he at? Quiet as usual because he ain't got no fight day. He got his own problems. He got Lamont Roach problems, and that's if. And let's see if he actually rematch Lamont Roach. Let's actually see that because they saying he is, but then I'm hearing shit about him fighting Jake Paul at the end of the year and shit like that. Let's see if he actually with him finally having some type of adversity in his career or having a controversial bout. Let's see how he bounces back from that. Because like I said, all-time greats have been through controversial fights and redeemed themselves shortly after the fact. Ward, all-time great, came up off the canvas against Sergey Kovalev, had a close fight that a lot of people thought could have went Sergey Kovalev's direction. He went and rematched him and stopped him. Lennox Lewis done got stopped, knocked out. Oliver McCall, Hakeem Rahman, rematched both of them, stopped both of them. You feel me? Floyd Mayweather had that Jose Luis Castillo fight that a lot of people thought he lost. He rematched him, beat him. A lot of people thought the Marcos Maidana fight, the first one was close. He rematched him, beat him. You feel me? This is what all-time greats do. The Stranger said Mazuma TV is at its most exciting when Mark get on Demon Time for these goofs. Love it. I appreciate that, Stranger. Thank you. And I don't even get in this tight bag, but fuck it, bro. Like enough is enough, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, I'm seeing people writing me on. I've seen people write me on Twitter and shit. I just took the shit down, bro. But they're like, oh, you the type to kick a man while he's down. And like, shut the fuck up. That's what y'all did to Devin Haney right after April 20th, bro. Right after April 20th of 2024, bro. Y'all kicked this man while he was down when it was clear that he was cheated. He got brutalized in front of the world. He came up off the canvas. Y'all made memes of this nigga. You feel me? And if he wasn't such a mentally strong dude, or if he, you know what I mean, this shit could have really went south. Y'all kicked that man while he was down. Non-stop. But the moment that Ryan Garcia, who's really the villain in this whole situation, it's only in boxing that this type of shit happens. Y'all praise the villain and y'all vilify the victim. Like, and y'all want to tell me that there ain't no racism in boxing? Because I hear that too. Oh, there ain't no racism in boxing. Stop crying. Get over it. Man, get off my dick. How about that? You feel me? Shout out to the boy Ralph. He said, I don't even like Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua got stopped by Andy Ruiz, and he rematched Andy and won. Facts. That's what they supposed to do, bro. I'm not a big fan of AJ neither, but I'll give him his props for that. Every time he done lost to somebody, he try to get that shit back. You feel me? I don't know about Daniel Dubois now. He might, he might chill off that. But, when he lost to Andy Ruiz, he went, tried to get that shit back. When he lost to Usyk, he lost again, but he tried to get that shit back. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he has that fighting spirit in him. You feel me? Let's see what Gervonta Davis built like. Because he got the first draw of his career when a lot of people thought he should have lost, including myself. Technically, he should have lost. If that referee actually did his fucking job and did what was in accordance to the rules that the New York State Athletic Commission even said was against what the referee did. The New York State Athletic Commission said that what the ref did was against the rules, but they not changing them. You know what I mean? Because they not trying to fuck that bag up with Gervonta and his team and shit like that. They'd rather keep Gervonta coming back so they can keep getting checks. That's just how the politics plays out. That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. You heard? But what I'm saying is, I forgot what the fuck I was even saying. Owen said, "Yeah, AJ need to get that Dubois get back." Well, we gonna see. I think Dubois got a little bit too much for him right now. But what I was saying was, let's see what type time Javante Davis on. Let's see what he on. You feel me? He said he want to get it back with Dubois. All right, with Dubois got bigger fish to fry right now. He actually got the biggest fish in front of him at Alexander Usyk. Mazuma TV's pound for pound #1 fighter in the world. You feel me? That's the biggest fish to fry right there. So let's see how Dubois does with Usyk, because if he finds a way to beat Alexander Usyk, woo! I think that Dubois gets even bigger. Ain't gonna lie to you, especially in the UK. Jesus Christ, that shit will go crazy. Dubois and AJ for all the belts. Woohoo! The O2, the Wembley, all that shit. Sweet Caroline. Oh, oh, oh. You don't know about that, babe. She don't know about that, yo. She don't know about that UK anthem. Yeah, I mean, she don't know about that welterweight. That welterweight music. But no, for real though. Yeah, you know the UK show out every time. Every time. So yeah, bro. Y'all motherfuckers out. Nah, y'all not definitely not y'all in the chat. But you know, we got people that back that back Ryan Garcia, say, oh, y'all kicking Ryan Garcia while he down up. Y'all got all this sympathy for Ryan Garcia. Let's keep it real. It's because y'all attracted to him. Y'all like how the way he look. Y'all feel bad when he cry and shit like that. You know what I mean? Y'all heart be break. Yeah, when y'all seen Ryan crying in that little Sprinter van, you know what I mean, that shit broke y'all niggas' hearts. You feel me? So you trying to sympathize with him, and you know you trying to cheer him up. And it's okay, Ryan. It's okay. But when Devin Haney went through when he went through and was truly a victim in that situation on April 20th of 2024, didn't nobody give a fuck. Y'all was celebrating. Y'all was rejoicing. So don't nobody give a fuck about Ryan Garcia. I hope he choke on them fucking tears. Fuck Ryan Garcia and fuck whoever rock with him. And that's how we giving it up. And if you feel a way about what I'm saying, then you can unsubscribe. You could pack your shit up and get the fuck out the door. Because one thing about Mazuma TV, we ain't never give a fuck about numbers. We happy when we got new people that come on the channel and all that. Bro, I still got videos from well over 10, close to 10 years ago. I got 100 views that's still on the channel. That shit don't faze nobody. Or enjoy you and your 20 viewers. Okay, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And now I got 25 because y'all niggas dicks. Y'all niggas stay holding the niggas sack. Shout out to the 25 people that's in the building. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button, y'all. If y'all appreciate the content, y'all go ahead and hit the like button. It costs nothing to show a nigga love. You feel me? So I ain't going to talk too much on Ryan Garcia. I just wanted to point out the fact that this nigga done went missing after Rolly put the beats on him. You feel what I'm saying? I low-key want to call Rolly right now, but I know he a little busy or whatever. I haven't even hit him up since the day of the fight, so I'm gonna hit him up at a different time, and we're gonna bring him back on the channel. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna congratulate him. You feel me? We gonna congratulate him for bringing justice to the sport of boxing. Yeah, I seen he on the media. He did the Donza project. I've seen him do interviews with a few different people, so that's what's up. He doing his little victory lap. That's what's up. I'm happy for the man. You know what I mean? I believed in him. I told him he could do it. I told y'all he could do it. You know what I mean? And I told you exactly what he needed to do. Ain't it so funny how I told y'all? I told y'all exactly how Rolly Romero could beat Ryan Garcia. It was such a simple game plan because for simple motherfuckers like Ryan Garcia, all you need is a simple game plan. All you need is a simple game plan for these simple-ass fighters. If he had more tools in his toolbox, the game plan probably would have been a little bit more complicated or a little bit more difficult. But with bum-ass Ryan Garcia, all you need to do is keep that right hand up. That's all you need to do. Because that's all he got. You take his left hook away, he useless. Tank done showed y'all that. He gave you the exact blueprint on how to approach Ryan. He's a bum. Rolly always strong, but now he had a weight where he actually feel comfortable at. So I'm sure he gonna play he gonna play his cards right and pick the right fights and shit like that because he don't want to get too out of hand at the welterweight division. You know, they might be a little bit too much for him up there. But you know, shit, he probably gonna follow through with the Mario Barrios blueprint. You feel what I'm saying? He probably gonna see he probably gonna fight the winner of Barrios and Pacquiao. For real, for real. PBC might just set that up. You know, I believe they both were Al Heyman and Luis the Cubas. They could make that shit happen ASAP. Yeah, fighting Haney would be a great fight, but from what I heard, Haney and Ryan's already signed. So and you know, Haney, I'm sure he didn't give a fuck whether Ryan won or lost. He want that back. You feel me? And you know what I hope happened? I hope Devin Haney fight Ryan just like how the way he fought Jose Ramirez. Completely shut him out, embarrass him, you know what I'm saying? And walk away with that motherfucking check. You see what I'm saying? I hope he outboxed him just like that, have him looking stupid. So what? If that, listen, Devin Haney shot, how many rounds did Jose Ramirez win? We not talking about entertainment value. I'm sure Devin Haney, he tried to entertain motherfuckers in that Ryan Garcia fight, and look what it cost him. Look what it cost him. He stepped to Ryan Garcia. He fell for what the fans wanted. And when he did that, what did the fans say? Oh, Devin was stupid. Devin was stupid for fighting Ryan Garcia's fight. He walked into the left hook. Why would he walk and then when motherfuckers box like he did with Jose Ramirez, it's, oh man, all he did was run, man. He could have really, and I had my criticisms as well. But when I watched the fight over again, I said, this is a great, like, obviously he could have really punished Jose Ramirez and probably got him up out of there if he just was a little bit more active offensively. But besides that, that was a great display of boxing. Why they asked Mike Tyson about it, and he was like, yo, like, Devin Haney boxed great. We need to be criticizing Jose Ramirez. Mike Tyson said this. I'm hearing Derek Chisora, another one. I say Devin Haney boxed beautifully. You know, if he continues to box like that, he'll be undisputed again. These are Derek Chisora's words. Y'all talking about Ryan Garcia. Devin Haney gonna be running all over the ring again. Okay, so if that's the case, the motherfuckers need to do what they need to do to stop him from running. Stop him. Stop him from running. Go to the fucking gym, formulate a game plan, work on it, and make Devin Haney fight you. If a motherfucker is boxing and he's a superior boxer to you, make him fight you. Mike Golden. Man, most of these fighters ain't really no fighters. Tio, the only one that put on. Ryan and Dev is a waste of time. Nobody want to watch BS fights. Then they wonder why this sport doesn't gain new fans. Well, the fans that's currently in the sport of boxing, like you, Mike Golden, are over here praising motherfuckers who are open racists. You feel me? So I could give a fuck. I could give a fuck about, and they are real fighters. You know why they are real fighters? Because you're watching them. They real fighters because you watching them. They real fighters because they make millions of dollars. They real fighters because, you know, the world knows their name. They fight at a high level. They world champions in multiple divisions. They are real fighters. I find it funny that, you know, motherfuckers who, I guarantee you never boxed before. You feel me? I bet you never boxed before. I find it so funny when niggas who never boxed before tell fighters that they not fighters. I think that's ironic as shit. You saying eventually he got to fight, bro. What he tried to do with Ryan Garcia, Mike? What did Devin Haney try to do with Ryan Garcia? What did Devin Haney try to do with Ryan Garcia? You said eventually you got to fight, bro. Okay, Ryan trash too. Okay. So that's what you say, valid. Okay. Motherfuckers who never boxed before or never fought a day in their life telling fucking fighters that they not fighters. That shit is fucking mind-boggling. I don't know the audacity of motherfuckers to say that when these niggas ain't never put on a headgear and never threw a punch in their fucking life, don't even know how to hit a bag, don't know how to even, you know, slip a fucking jab. They telling fighters that they not really fighters and eventually they got to fight. What did Devin Haney do in the Ryan Garcia fight? Okay, that's your prerogative. That's your prerogative. You gotta buy nothing you don't care about, brother. But just because you don't like that style, don't mean that they not fighters, though. Because as far as I'm concerned, Devin Haney outlanded Jose Ramirez. Am I right or am I wrong? So who did more fighting? Who did more fighting? If Devin Haney outlanded Jose Ramirez, who did more fighting? Who was more successful at fighting? If you land 40 punches on me and I land 10 punches on you, and you moved around the ring the whole time, you outfought me. You know why? Because you were more successful at hitting me more times than I hit you. What are we talking about? Y'all worried about the wrong shit. Why the fuck is Devin Haney being chastised for his performance when he had a clean sweep? Jose Ramirez just walks away from the shit scot-free. Oh, he was a warrior, man. You can't cut off the ring. You got outboxed. He hit you whenever he wanted. All right, well, you don't gotta see that, bro. I hope Devin Haney fight Ryan Garcia that same way and outpoint him. Just make him look stupid. I hope he just make Ryan look stupid, just like that. Fuck him. Fuck him. No, look, this might go this prerogative. Like, if he don't like that type of fighting, then he don't need to watch it. The fact that you think everybody just got to fight is crazy, bro. If some motherfuckers want to walk away from the ring without getting touched, that's their prerogative too. Just like it's your prerogative to gravitate towards fighters who are more entertaining. Boxers, the one who actually risk their lives for your entertainment. It's their prerogative on whether they want to hit and not get hit or not. It's their choice whether they want to make it a war or they want to box. Yeah, I'm going to use my feet this fight. I'm going to not get touched this fight. That's their prerogative. You can't say that they not fighters, though. Like that, you can't say, man, most of these fighters ain't no real fighters. I guess you're right. They boxers. This ain't fighting. This is called boxing. So I guess you're right. I'll take that back. You're right. Smoochie, what up? K7 says Devin Haney is a boxer, not a boxer puncher or brawler. It's okay if he's not your preference. There's many different fight styles to choose from. Exactly. You got so many different styles to choose from. But this is the thing. Black fighters get held to a completely different standard. I'm going to tell you why. Jerron Ennis just had a phenomenal performance against Amantis Stanionis. He showcased a great jab, lateral movement, counter punching, precision, explosiveness, punching power, body shots, inside game, outside game, mid-range. He gave you everything. But you know what they said? Oh, he gets hit too much. Bro, I could literally put together a defensive compilation in that Amantis Stanionis fight. Boots, with his style, with him being a killer, with him being a stepper, you're going to get hit with some shots. You're going to get hit with some shots. But I also seen a lot of that fight with Stanionis where Boots was making him miss. You feel me? And black fighters always get held to this crazy standard. Lomachenko used to get hit a lot, but because he had these little angles, oh my God, he's the fucking Matrix. Oh, he's pound for pound number one. I've seen enough. This nigga had 9 fights, and they was putting him ahead of Terrence Crawford and Andre Ward. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Loma used to leave with his face all bruised up and all types of shit. And Loma would sit on stage and like, oh, I got hit too much this fight. Like, I won easy, but I got hit too much this fight. He got put on his ass against Linares. I ain't heard nobody call him. I never heard nobody call Loma chinny. Devin Haney gets wobbled by Linares. He don't get dropped. He's chinny. Like, what the fuck? Like, these black fighters get held to a completely different standard. Boots, he a killer. He can knock people out. Oh, his defense trash. Devin Haney goes. He boxes. He doesn't get touched. Oh, he's a runner. You can't win. Deontay Wilder, he put you out in his prime. He put you out with one punch. Oh, he ain't got no boxing skills. Then they put a motherfucker like Shakur Stevenson in the ring that You know, he got to stop his last fight against Josh Padley. You feel me? He show you all the skills in the world. Oh, Shakur is boring. It don't matter what a black fighter. There's black fighters that give you all types of different styles, but they all get criticized equally. They all get criticized equally. This one, no defense. This one, he's boring. This one, got no skills. This one, runs. You can't win. And when you put on a damn near perfect performance, they shit on your opponents. They shit on your opponents. Terrence Crawford put on a fucking crazy performance against Earl Spence. Oh, Earl Spence, oh, he ain't been the same since the car crash. But after the car crash, he beats a 2-division world champion, Danny Garcia. He beats your Dennis Ugas and gets another fucking belt. He has 3 out of the 4 belts in the welterweight division. Terrence Crawford smokes him. When I thought Earl was going to beat him, Bud smokes Earl. And everybody is talking about how Earl Spence ain't been the same since the car accident. But when he beat your Dennis Ugas, people was talking about that Earl Spence was back. Crazy, right? Shout out to my boy Jay Cash. Jay Cash still criticizes Shakur for fighting a plumber, which is lame as fuck in my opinion. My brother, I think you're talking about an electrician, but this the thing. With Josh Padley being this, people so fucking it's crazy. Shout out to the boy B Brown. He says, I hate invoking race into the discussion, but the double standard is blatant as fuck and must be checked. Absolutely. That's what I'm here for, brother. Mike Golder said, let's be real, though. If these fighters want to be pay-per-view stars, they have to put on a show, bro. Come on, man. And I'm no Ryan fan. I highly dislike Ryan, and he's a drug cheat, so we don't believe none of his W's. Okay. Floyd Mayweather was a pay-per-view star, and they called him a runner. So what's your point again? There was fights where Floyd didn't put on a show and still did 1 million pay-per-view buys. They called him a runner. They say he was boring. They say all he do was hug. He was a pay-per-view star, the biggest pay-per-view star in boxing history, to be honest with you. So what are we talking about? The biggest, you saying that you got to put on a show. But when Floyd became Money Mayweather, he didn't really care about giving a show. He's the biggest pay-per-view star to ever grace the sport of boxing. K7 said Floyd is the biggest pay-per-view star, and he was criticized for not being exciting. But Floyd earned his right, though. You moving the goalpost, brother. Pretty Boy Floyd was a dog. This is the problem, though. Mike Golden, Pretty Boy Floyd wasn't a pay-per-view star. Floyd Money Mayweather was. That's 2 different Mayweathers. When he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he was avoided. He was ducked. He was a high risk, low reward. When he transitioned to Money Mayweather after he defeated Oscar De La Hoya, that's when he became the pay-per-view draw. When he became more defensive, that's when he became the pay-per-view draw. You feel me? So that's different. That's different. And yeah, Floyd did earn that right. I mean, he did earn his stripes, but the fact still remains. You saying that you have to be like entertaining to be a pay-per-view star. I remember when Floyd was active, they said that Floyd wasn't entertaining, and he still was doing 1 million plus pay-per-view buys on several occasions, bro. Pretty Boy was hated too. Yeah, bro, they hated him his whole career, bro. They hated him his whole career. They hated him his whole career. They said, but GGG and Loma the GOAT. Triple G by everybody he done bought. Yo, it's so funny, right? Boots ain't got no defense, but I remember Triple G used to be getting lit the fuck up. I remember before he stopped Willie Monroe was lighting Triple G up. I see Kell Brook fucking lift Triple G up off his feet with an uppercut. And they was talking about, oh my God, he has a granite chin. Oh my God, do you know Triple G's never been knocked down in the amateurs? He's never been knocked down in sparring. He's never been hurt. He's never been hurt. He has a great, but Boots displays a good chin against Stanionis. Oh, he ain't got no defense, man. Oh man, his defense trash. Oh, he needs to work on his defense. Did nobody ever tell Triple G that shit? Did anybody ever tell Triple G he need to work on his defense, or they just praise his ability to take a shot? So with these European motherfuckers, they praise their ability to take a shot, but for black fighters, oh, they need to work on their defense. God damn. Tyson Fury got dropped by Deontay Wilder. Oh, he rose from the canvas like Jesus. Oh my God, he rose up like the Undertaker. Oh, he got the best chin. Oh, he got the best chin in boxing right now. Blah, blah, blah. Bro, if Jerron Ennis hit that canvas like Tyson Fury did, he'll be called chinny. They'll say that he ain't got no defense, all types of shit. Y'all see the double standard, bro. And Devin Haney proved he was a dog. If Devin Haney didn't prove if he didn't prove that he was a dog to you in that Ryan Garcia fight, then you don't really know what you're watching. That man got knocked down, what, 3-4 times against Ryan Garcia, bro? Got up every single time. If that don't show you that he a fucking dog, and the fact was Devin Haney was getting dropped, he will get up and still be pressing the fight. He's still pressing the fight. He's still trying to rumble him. And was winning. Bro, he would get knocked down and then win all the rounds until he got knocked down again. How the fuck that don't show you he a dog? It's because y'all ain't never been in there. Y'all ain't never been hit to the body. Y'all ain't never been hit up top. Y'all ain't never been rocked. Y'all ain't never been dropped. None of that. Y'all don't know what it takes. Y'all don't understand the mental fortitude that it takes to get the fuck up off the canvas when you feel every single emotion in your body. You feeling embarrassment. You feeling discouraged. You feeling frustrated. Bro, you're angry. It's all the emotions in the world while that nigga is counting, while that referee is counting in your face. Big Soldier MX with a beautiful point. With a beautiful point right there. Barrios gets no hate for ducking and getting beat by Abel Ramos. A lot of people thought Abel Ramos beat Mario Barrios. This dude, Mario Barrios, got some huge fights in front of him. Huge fights in front of him. With Jerron Ennis, Brian Norman, unifications. Goddamn, he got some good fights in front of him. But he chooses to fight Manny Pacquiao, who's currently 46 years old. He was 45 years old in that exhibition. His legs all over the place. He all off balance. He got no pop behind his punches. He getting his defense was never there. But now his defense is very bad. You know what I'm saying? That's who he's choosing to fight and put up his WBC title against. Not against another champion in his division. Not against a mandatory even, because I even would have let a mandatory slide. No, you're going to fight Manny Pacquiao, who has not fought in the professional ranks since losing to Yordenis Ugas, bro. Is this about boxing or about the prejudice in boxing? Both. Both. We're talking about both. Real Mexicans are Bam and Benavidez, and goddamn, they happen to both be some of my favorite fighters. If Pac wins, Floyd coming back. Is Floyd's playing? I hope that's not the case, bro. I want these old niggas to sit down, bro. I need these old niggas to sit down for just 1 second, bro. But this is what's going to happen. Barrios going to put on Pacquiao, bro. He fuck around going to stop Pacquiao. And then everybody going to be talking about, damn, man. Because remember, I told y'all what was going to happen with Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, right? Told you that Mike needed to sit his ass down, but everybody was seeing his pad where he was like, oh, Mike Tyson's back. Oh, he's going to destroy Jake. And Jake just letting y'all just eat that shit out his hands. Just y'all do it every time. Y'all fall for the okie doke every time. He's because Jake Paul, he promoted his fight just off that. His whole shit was just, oh, Mike's dangerous, man. He still looks scary, man. And like, yeah, man, Mike's gonna knock Jake out. Whole time, Mike old as shit with his ass out. In that motherfucking locker room, he go up in there and throw punches. Ain't got no steam on his punches. He gassed out. He falling all over the place. Every time Jake Paul hit him, it looked like he all like, flustered. Bro, Barrios gonna throw some hot shit at Manny Pacquiao, and Manny Pacquiao is not gonna be able to get out the way. We're gonna see a legend get punched on. Mario Barrios gonna celebrate like there was this fucking crazy ass win. And then everybody gonna be sitting there feeling bad for Pacquiao. No, y'all should be feeling bad for him right now. Stop falling for the bum ass promotion, bro. I hope that shit do terrible numbers. Boots versus Manny. I would never want to see that. I would never want to see that. Yo, Manny versus Boots. Bro, this is the thing. Look, we gonna imagine if Jerron Ennis was fighting Manny Pacquiao, the criticism he will receive. Let me take this allergy medicine, bro. This shit cooking. Hold on, yo. I'm about to get right with y'all. Let me take this shit real quick. We still gonna cook, y'all. Hit that like button. We still cooking, y'all. Hit that like button. We still cooking, y'all. Hit that like button. Y'all imagine the criticism that Boots would get if he decided to fight Manny Pacquiao when Brian Norman and Barrios was on the team. Can you imagine that? Barrios get the pass. He's the warrior. He's El Azteca and all this bullshit. Nigga, miss me with that pussy shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This Mexican era been looking kind of shaky out here in these streets. Shout out to the real Mexicans that's legacy driven, like Ben Rodriguez, David Benavidez. You know what I mean? Rafael Espinoza out here making a name for himself. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. But these Fonduras and these Barrioses, trash. Manny wants a check and Barrios weak. Big Soldier said, I'd rather Tank fight Manny instead of Barrios. I would rather see neither. That's the crazy part. You feel me? I would rather see Tank fight Pacquiao than Jake Paul. I don't want to see Pacquiao go out like that. Yo, growing up, I never could stand Manny Pacquiao, bro. I was such a huge Floyd fan that I never took the time to appreciate Manny Pacquiao, bro. Never liked him. But he's an all-time great. He's a legend. That's one thing I can say. Manny Pacquiao is an absolute legend. And even though I had my suspicions about him, it was never proven. So I can never just jump out the window and be like, oh, that nigga on that shit. Nah, I can't say that because that would not be true. I don't ever, whether I was a fan of them or not, I never want to see a legend go out bad in the ring when they shouldn't be in the ring. You feel me? It's sad that, and this is going to happen with each and every era, unfortunately, bro. People don't manage their finances wisely, and they have to get in the ring in order to support themselves. That's just the reality, bro. We're gonna have fighters from this era that we watching right now make millions of dollars, struggle to put two dimes together when it's all said and done. Happens all the time. James, what up? Oh, Manny Pacquiao, hands down. He got a record that'll probably never be broken again. That 8th division champion, I don't see nobody breaking that. De La Hoya the closest, and he's 6. Amanda Serrano got 7. So the best thing Amanda could do is tie it. She not breaking that. And Manny Pacquiao's resume is incredible. Like Camacho versus Sugar Ray. Or Roberto Duran versus William Joppy. Sad. And William Joppy was running around like he beat a prime Roberto Duran, bro. How old was Roberto Duran when he fought William Joppy? Let me see this shit. I'll tell you right now. When he fought William Joppy, he was easily in his late 40s. Where he at? Damn, he fought way after. Hold on, where he at? All right, right here. Bro, Roberto Duran was 47 years old. So that's the same shit. Manny Pacquiao, 46. Roberto Duran fought William Joppy when William Joppy was 27. How old is Barrios? I ain't 27, but shit, Barrios got to be his prime years. 29. That's the same shit, bro. That's probably like the closest example we gonna get. Barrios 29, Pacquiao 46. Roberto Duran was 47. William Joppy was 27. Crazy. Joppy was celebrating like he won the lottery. Oh man, I was so happy when Tito smoked his bitch ass. Canelo versus Boldemir was sad, bro. Sad. Sugar Ray Leonard and Camacho was sad too, because you could tell Sugar ain't, Leonard ain't having no more. You know what I mean? He couldn't see the punches. His timing was cooked. His reflexes was cooked. Yeah, that was sad, bro. I only watched that fight one time. Yeah, Baltimore fell face first and shit, bounced off the canvas. Bro, that was bad, bro. But hey, man, if y'all don't want to see this bullshit happen in the sport of boxing, don't pay for it. Let these niggas lose their money. Let these niggas lose their money, guys. Straight up. Well, anyways, I was on Twitter. Let's get into this next subject because we about to be an hour in. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Let me pull this up real quick. And there's this report going around. That, let me pull this up. Why I can't find it? Oh, okay. right here. Shout out to Brunch Boxing. Brunch Boxing is coming out with some news saying the WBO will convene next week to address the racial controversy surrounding WBO junior welterweight champion Teofimo Lopez, according to WBO President Gustavo Oliveira. So it seems like the WBO going to have a meeting to discuss what the fuck they're going to do with Teofimo Lopez because of his racist remarks. Now, does this guarantee anything? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not going to get my hopes high about this shit. It's really rare if, sanctioning bodies or, higher big wigs, like higher up, the big wigs in the sport of boxing do things that's, morally right. They always seem to prioritize the money as they always do because they're sellouts most of the time. You feel me? Like I was shocked when the WBC removed Ryan Garcia from the rankings. I was like, holy shit, look, they actually standing for something. They actually acting like they care about black people. Like that's insane to me. They standing up to racism. I was so proud of that moment. You feel me? But, the WBO, I don't know how they stand with certain shit. You feel what I'm saying? The WBO top rank has a great relationship. They always have, to the point where people call the WBO whatever Bob orders because a lot of top rank fighters happen to hold that WBO strap, right? So, as far as I'm concerned, as much as I know, what I'm privy to, Teofimo Lopez is still with top rank. So, I think it's safe to say that Teofimo Lopez has a great relationship with the WBO. So most likely they'll give him a pass. Most likely they gonna let this shit be water under the bridge. Tio probably gonna come out with some little apology, and that'll be enough for them to look the other way. Bullshit like that. What I'm confused about is what do they need to sit in the meeting for and talk about? What is it that they like? Are y'all like? Is it made up in your mind that y'all gonna punish Teofimo Lopez? Like, what is it that y'all about to come together and discuss? Because everybody knows what happens. There's no context that needs to be had. Y'all need to just make a choice. What y'all doing? This is something y'all don't need to sit together to come up with a decision on what's going to happen with Teofimo Lopez's status as champion. Y'all going to strip the man and not involve yourselves with an open racist? Are y'all going to forgive the man and make the man apologize? Like, what is it that we doing? Look, James just said this. Look, James wrote, what's there to discuss? That word is worse than spitting on someone's face. I agree with you, brother. The fact that they need to wait until next week to come together and talk about this situation, that just lets me know that they don't really care. That's not really their priority. They gonna sit on it, whatever. Like I don't ever remember the WBC saying, yo, next week we gonna make a decision on what we do with Ryan Garcia, being involved in the WBC rankings. No, they just dropped them from the rankings. There was nothing to talk about. They saw what they saw, they heard what they heard, they made a choice. WBO, make the fucking choice. Why do you have to wait so long to make a decision when this man is blatantly calling black people the N-word with the ER? What is there to talk about? Whoever is the higher up, what's this, Gustavo Oliveira, whatever the fuck your name is, make the choice, bro. Or do I have to pull your fucking number up and call you? Do I have to pull up his number and call him? Is that what I got to do? Like, what the fuck is we doing out here, bro? The fuck this dude name again, bro? This shit is old, bro. I see why a lot of niggas walk away from the sport of boxing, bro. Let's see what this fuck nigga is. Where the fuck is he from? Oh, he from Puerto Rico. Oh, yeah, I forgot the WBO was out of Puerto Rico. All right. Let me see something real quick. What? Hold on, y'all. Let me see. I need to get some info on him real quick. Trying to figure out how old this nigga is. He don't got his number on here. What a smart motherfucker. Anyways, I don't feel like there's anything to really talk about. This is my personal opinion. So the fact that they like, taking their time with this whole shit, they gonna get that boy Teofimo a pass. You know what I'm saying? But Turkey Al-Sheikh looked like he wanna I'm not gonna say teach T.O. a lesson because I don't know how Turkey feels about like black issues and shit like that. But he wants to make something happen. Between Teofimo Lopez and Keyshawn Davis, y'all. So, according to Hassan Wells, shout out to the boy Hassan Wells, man, for keeping us informed of what's going on in the boxing world. He puts out a post that Turkey Al-Sheikh would like to make Keyshawn Davis versus Teofimo Lopez. Of course, if Keyshawn Davis is successful against Edwin De Los Santos. You feel what I'm saying? Let me actually pull this up. Let's pull this up real quick so I can get the real write-up. Turkey Al-Sheikh says he wants to make Keyshawn Davis versus Teofimo Lopez next at 140 if Keyshawn beats Edwin De Los Santos and if Teofimo Lopez accepts. Y'all think Teofimo Lopez is accepting this fight, y'all? Do y'all think Teofimo Lopez is accepting this fight against Keyshawn Davis? Because let Teo tell it, everybody avoids him, but the common theme is always Teofimo Lopez not accepting the fight. The K7, they said is at 140. Keyshawn Davis, Teofimo Lopez next at 140 if Keyshawn beats Edwin De Los Santos and if Teofimo accepts. Because we know for a fact Keyshawn taking that fight. Bully says we need boots. Tio gonna cook Keyshawn. Y'all think so? Y'all think Tio beats Keyshawn? I just want to know just want to see if that flashy athletic shit that T.O. be doing, I want to see if that work against a black fighter. That's what I want to see. Because T.O. is heavily reliant on that shit. His athleticism and his, his speed. I want to see him do that against another youthful, athletic fighter. Seems like a majority of y'all rocking with Key. Because we know what Boo's doing. We know what Boo's doing. Right, we don't even got to talk about that. And I'm saying, I actually saw somebody respond and said the Boo's fight is better. Keyshawn will beat T.O. will beat Keyshawn pretty easily. Man, Boost was absolutely smoked T.O., bro. That shit will not be competitive, bro. I see some people saying that'll be competitive. That shit will not be competitive. What the fuck can T.O. do better than Boots? Nothing. And it's like, bro, at the same time, bro, I don't even want to see T.O. be in these opportunities where he can make this money, bro. Like that's where I'm conflicted at. I want to see a fighter beat the shit out of Teofimo Lopez, bro. Like, I want to see a black fighter fuck him up. Bro, there's nobody on here that's discrediting Teofimo's ability to fight. It's not what we talking about. We talking about him being a piece of shit and how I want to see a black fighter fuck him up for the disrespect that he's said towards black people. The hateful things that he said about black people, I want to see him get stepped on for that. You know what I'm saying? Boots is the perfect person for that opportunity. And it seems like T.O. want to fight Boots. So why not make that fight happen? Because look, man, Boots, I'm sorry. I don't think you getting a shot at Barrios. Norman act like they don't want to fucking see you. They about to fight Just Sasaki in Japan and shit like that. You know what I mean? You might as well get that shit popping with T.O., bro. And after you make a name off his bitch ass, just move up. Teofimo. That's funny. Yep, he trying to hold on to that belt. Barrios trying to hold on to that belt as long as he can, bro. Like he want to hold on to that motherfucker as long as he can to the point where he brings somebody out of a 4-year retirement to fight them. So his new name is Tio Vicho. I like that. Pause. K7 said he could use the name and popularity, make some good money before he gets the challenging fights. Before he gets the challenging fights at 154. That's what I'm thinking, bro. Like, Norman don't want to fight you. I mean, he pump fake and crazy. Barrios, he probably the scariest out of the two. So you might as well get that little bag that Turkey gonna get, not a little bag, that big bag Turkey gonna get you to fight Teofimo Lopez, step on him, move up to 54, and get them good fights up there. You became unified, you straight. Rolly gonna get what? What's Rolly gonna get? Rolly might get the winner of Pacquiao and fucking Barrios, bro. As crazy as that is. And Rolly might beat Barrios. That's the crazy part. Rolly might beat Barrios. Bro, if there's a fucking way, bro, where Rolly fights Barrios, because let's say Barrios beats Pacquiao, which I'm sure that's gonna happen. But let's say, Boots is probably already out the way and shit like that. Bro, Barrios is most likely gonna fight Rolly. And I think Rolly gonna beat Barrios' ass. Bro, I'm trying to tell you, Rolly might beat that nigga, bro. Because how the way Barrios' face break up, like he got a lot of trauma, bro. Like, y'all ever see how his nose all swollen? Like that shit don't even be looking real, bro. Like, Rolly punching way too hard for that nigga, bro. Like, imagine Barrios becomes the fucking WBC welterweight champion of the world, bro. Jesus Christ. Whew. Anonymous said, I don't know, he dealt with Thurman's power pretty well. Thurman was on his bicycle for that fight, but he did hold up the Thurman's punches real well. But I think what's going on with Barrios right now, I think he's struggling to make 47. That's what I think. I personally believe that he shows signs to me as somebody who's leaving his fight in the gym. The way he burnt out against Abel, if he burns out with Rolly, how the way he burnt out with Abel Ramos and the way if Rolly cracked Barrios the way Abel cracked Barrios, that would have been a stoppage. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to tell you, Barrios, he was fresh and rejuvenated at welterweight. That was his first fight at welterweight when he fought Thurman. Since then, there's been some time. I don't think he cutting that weight right. He gives me, vibes of like a drain fighter. How the way he performed against Abel Ramos. I'm trying to tell you, I think Rolly will catch Barrios, bro. Seriously. Yeah, I mean, let's get one more question before I get up out of here, y'all. Anybody got a question before I get up out of here? Because these allergies killing me. I'm tired. Now I got to wake up early in the morning to get a haircut with me and my son. What? What is this dude talking about? What is this dude talking about? Boost and Tio is a good matchup. I feel you, Boost not wiping Tio like that. Boost beats him, but not stopping him. Bud needs to after Canelo. What? I hate that Tio moves like that because I like his boxing. Okay. Boost is stopping Teofimo Lopez. He is. I'm willing to bet whatever. Who fighting tomorrow, Anonymous? I know we got some pros fighting in Atlantic City, but what fight you? What fight you referring to? He said that's Pedro, brother. That's funny. Bill came on the podcast and said they want Boots and Norman. That's funny. Ooh, I want to watch that Erickson Lubin and Holmes fight for sure. Oh, Navarrete. Yeah, I see Navarrete was struggling with the weight a little bit, man. I gotta see how he come back. He probably gonna blow up to like 150 something anyway. But yeah, I like to watch Navarrete because he's different, bro. His style is different, so I like to watch him. The way he whooped Valdez ass, that drug cheat, man, shit was lit. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, I'm gonna watch that shit. I'm gonna take the time to watch that fight. Yeah, and I want to see Lubin and Holmes. I want to see how they go at it too. I think that's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a lot of animosity in that ring. You can tell they don't like each other. Feed Navarrete to Abdullah when he moves up. That'd be a little that'd be a good touch for Abdullah, bro. Navarrete, because Navarrete, he awkward as fuck. You know what I mean? He throw punches from angles that you haven't really seen before. You can't really anticipate. It's gonna be hard to find spar. Navarrete is the type dude that you're gonna have trouble finding sparring partners for because don't nobody fight like him. You know what I mean? Like he unique in a sense. But he got punching power. He's sturdy. He tough. That'd be a good fight for Abdullah, bro. That'd be a good test for him. But all right, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody that came through and show love to the channel. Y'all can go ahead and hit the like button on the way out. That'd be very much appreciated. This is Mazuma TV, the home of boxing excellence. You feel what I'm saying? I'll be back at y'all with another live tomorrow, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Might do a live fight reaction. I just got to see what I got going on at the moment. So be on the lookout for that. Until then, y'all have a blessed, beautiful night. I'm up out of here, man. Peace.